Hello, welcome to Greatness Information TV. I want to say shout out to my people from Sierra Leone, Somalia, those in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, that's my country, and those in the other parts of the world that you happen to watch my videos. So we are going to continue today with the part 2 of our video on how to fill the DV Lottery application form 2025. How to fill. We already got the part 1, which was more about you, the main applicant, and the part 2 is focused on the people that you have in your life, and you have to include them. For instance, if you are married, and also if you have children. Yes, so we're going to continue with that. And if you got my part 1 of this video, you notice that we end on the question 14. So this part 2 will continue with question 13 and 14. Means it's a continuation of 13 and 14. And if you notice, question 13 was asking us about if you're married. So we have to answer questions on that with respect to if you're married, you now have to put in the information of your spouse. And then 14 is all about your children, if you have children. So the number of kids you put in there, if there are 2 or 1, 2, 3, so the form will provide space for those children. So you have to fill up their information and equally upload their pictures. Yeah, so let's continue. We're looking at that same question 13. And we'll look at the different questions that are under that. So part 2 of how to fill the DV Lottery 2025. Spouse name. Your spouse name. You have to put in, you have the last name, the first name, and the middle name. Remember, we said the last name is your family name. The first name is probably your English name, even though there are people without English names. So last name is what we call surname, while your first name is what we call in French prénom, if you are from a French country. Yes. And the middle name, it's just your middle name. There are people who don't have middle names, so you just put the first 2. So you have to fill in your wife or your husband's information in that space. Then we have 13D. When you open up that part 2, after you finish up your wife's information, the names to put in there, you have 13D, which is the birth date. It always begins with the month, and then you have the day, and then you have the year. Put it in. Then we move next. 13E is all about the gender. Your spouse is either a male or a female. You click it. Then we have 13F. 13F is about city where your spouse was born. City where your spouse was born. And here we are referring to just the town, not the district or the region. Please don't get confused and write out the district or the region where your spouse was born. No. The town. What is the name of that town? Put it in there. That is it. 13G. 13G has to do with where A country where your spouse was born. The country where your spouse was born. That is birth country. When you click that space in there, it's going to provide you a lot of options about that. What you need to do is just to take the right country where he or she was born. You choose the right country. And then 13H. 13H is about your spouse photograph. Just upload it. And by this time, you know you must have had it in your phone or in your computer. You had it there already before you start filling the form, so that when you get to that point where you have to upload, you just touch the upload link. It's going to take you straight into your computer. You tap the picture, it's going to upload. You see it there, the face will appear. Yes, and that's it for your spouse. Then we now move to question 14, which was still in our part 1. It's just a continuation. That question 14 was asking you about children, if you have. So if you put there that you have children, then you have to, in this part 2 now, you have to list out the children and their information. If it is one child, you just put the one child. If there are 2, there will be space for those 2 or 3 or 4, depending on the number, the figure, the number of children you have that you listed. So 14, it said child's name. You have the last name, the first name, and the middle name. So put it in there, as I've explained already on the issue of names: last name, first name, middle name. And then you have 14D, birth date. It always begins with month, day, and year. Put it in. Then you have 14E, the gender of the child. Is it a female or a male? You put it there. Then you have 14F, city where the child was born, the town. I still emphasize the town, not the district, not the region. You put the name of that town. Then you have 14G, country where the child was born. It will give you a list of countries. You select the right one based on the country where you are, or the country where your child was born. And lastly, 14H, the child photograph. You upload it. So the photograph will appear and you will see the face. So that is it. If you have more than one child, you have, let's say 2 or 3 children, the form must have provided that space for the second child. You enter the same information, you follow suit. And when you are done putting in the children, then you now move to the last aspect, which is the review. When you click continue, it will move to the next 3rd page, which is all about review. Review means you review the information you have typed in. Check it correctly from top to bottom, beginning with your information, your spouse information, and your children's information. Check it all and make sure everything is correct. And if everything is correct, click the submit button. Boom, and it's going to go. Then the page, the confirmation page will appear. That constitute your last name with a comma, and then you have your other names, maybe your first name and your middle name. And then you have the confirmation number appeared there on that confirmation page. And then you also have your year of birth will also appear on that confirmation page. So, but if you review the page, the information you have put in, and you notice that you made a mistake somewhere, please do not click the arrow that shows that you should go behind. Don't click that. If you want to go correct the information, there is a box, a button at the top that says go back and correct. It is there. Just click that button. It's going to take you back to the previous pages, and then you make your corrections. Yes. But if you take that arrow, it's going to wipe up everything. You have to start all over, which is not good. Just go to the top. You see go back and correct. The button it is labeled there like that. You click that button, it's going to take you back to the previous pages. You make your corrections, and then you come back and submit. So that is it. If you do it, you submit it, please, when the confirmation page appears, snap it. If you use your phone to fill it up, screenshot it. If you use by the laptop, snap it, first of all, and send it to some of your WhatsApp contacts. And then don't forget, you can always copy that link and send it to your email, so you have the copy. You send it to your email, or you can print it. If your computer is connected to the printer, you can print that page directly and preserve it. So when you do this, you are done. You have correctly and you have submitted information about the DV Lottery 2025. So that's it with part 2 of how you can fill the DV Lottery 2025 form. God bless you. Thank you so much for my returning viewers or subscribers. Please keep sharing the video, keep clicking like, so that YouTube can recommend this video to many others who need this information. And for those that are yet to subscribe, please do subscribe. If you love me and you like this information that I'm sharing, please do this and God is going to bless you. All right, so when we are done with the DV Lottery program, after playing, we'll be looking at what next? What must we do in our waiting time? There are several informations. If you're already dreaming of coming to America and you visualize seeing yourself coming to America, and then there are things you need to start putting in place. So we'll be talking about that. Like I said, I'm going to take you through the process all along. God bless you, and may the Lord help you to win this year. Shalom.